Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. He's Samuel Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike D, and we talk about music, movies, and so much more.
All right, we're back. Another episode of Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode 62, the last one of 2021. And with that being said, we're going to, talk about our favorite, our own list of, favorite albums that came out, TV shows, movies, anything else that we could think of.
Yeah, like a greatest hits of 2021.
Greatest hits, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Damo. With
our own personal picks.
We'll start off for you, Damo.
What are we going with?
Let's do music first.
Yeah, I got a few picks. I mean, there's a lot came out this year, I guess, product of the pandemic. A lot of bands were putting out a lot of music. I don't want to, sound like negative Nelly or Nancy or whatever, but not a lot. I mean, a lot of stuff is okay, but very few of it like really blows me away. So the first one that comes to mind is the latest Volbeat record, which I was never like a huge fan of it, but it came out maybe like a month ago, and it's really, really good, man. I mean, some of the songs are really heavy, and they have like these really, kind of like catchy choruses. Some of the songs are, they're typical, heavy kind of pop vibe, but album is like really, really solid. Like the one tune Shotgun Blues is
going,
amazing. Yeah, it's like I'm really looking forward to them touring next year. I'd love to go see them. I saw
they're coming with Ghost, so maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'm in for that one. You want to do that? I'm in.
Oh yeah, totally.
Mike's in also, but I'm in for that one.
Yeah, it's a great tour, man. I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
but the album is really, really good, man. Really good. I love the I actually do like his voice. I mean,
it's great.
It's an acquired taste. People either really like it or they think it's annoying. He's sort of got like that, almost like a kind of like a James Hetfield kind of vibe. James Hetfield meets like Elvis or something,
Little early life agony mixed in there a little bit.
Definitely. Yeah. Musically, it's it's kind of
all over the
place.
Kind
of the same thing. Yeah, it's real heavy. It's got maybe even like a little rockabilly vibe.
Yeah, a little Metallica, little Misfits in there. It's a little bit of everything there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And what's that?
The sound that the production is great. The guitar sound is it's real heavy and full. It's basically what you'd expect from them.
Yeah, Servant of the Mind. That's the record, right?
Okay,
that's Servant of the Mind. I think it's called. Yeah, listened to it the other night, man. I thought it was solid. It was really good.
It was pretty damn good.
Yeah. Mike listened to it. It was good. I like it. I think they're pretty consistent. They're consistent. They're one of the better bands that are out right now, and they're pretty consistent. Mm-hmm. I dug that record. I definitely dug that record. Mike D, what you got on your list?
Well, I'm going to the well, and they had only 2 albums out with a possibly third one coming out. Who knows when? We don't have much time left, but King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard put out LW first, and then they put out Butterfly 3000. And LW was sort of like the companion piece to the KG album, which was out a couple months before that. And it's the Explorations into Micro Tuning Volume 3. So man, this was a pretty good album. If you like the other one, the KG album, it's just about the same. You can't go wrong on this one. And then they kind of veered off a little different on the Butterfly 3000. It kind of was like, I don't even know what to make it. It was pop music, but it was very, I want to say like synth poppy almost.
Yeah, I agree.
Like these little Asian world beats going on. Mm. And I didn't like it at first. I mean, but you forgive that band, and you eventually either you like it or, you just put it away. But sooner or later, usually sooner, they're going to come out with an album, and it's going to be different than the one before. So I don't give
out
them
a couple
shit.
this year.
They put out as of right now 2.
Yeah, I gotta delve more into them.
It's just where to start. That's the whole thing. It's like, you can hear the wrong song, you're like, man, they fucking suck. I hate them. Or it's like you hear something else, you're like, oh man, now I got to look at the rest of these stuff. So they're very not the same on any one.
Right? Yeah. From what I gather, from what you say about them, is that everything is one album is different than the other. So,
I consider them a musician band to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's like an artistic avenue. For them.
Yes.
But
like they
it's
don't care about
poppy
anything.
at the same time.
Yeah.
It's got its hooks. It's got its hooks. It's but they're very and I'm not a jammy band kind of guy. It could be jammy, but there's also hooks in there. It's interesting. They're very artsy. They're very artsy.
And you say jammy but most of their songs are about 3 or 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
They don't have too many long.
Oh, really?
But,
okay.
Yeah, but their albums are about maybe 40 minutes long. So it's like, it's not like overdone.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I listened
how
to
long have they been around?
About 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
About 30
and
albums.
They have they got out now. This is like so they have 18 albums out as of right now.
It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I'm going to move on to something I tripped over 2 days ago, and it's the greatest thing that I've heard in a long time, since Ghost, I'll say, for me.
I'm backing you on this one.
Yeah, Mike was there when I heard it. So it's weird. It's
Mike
like,
was the reason you heard it.
Yeah, true. This Spotify and Pandora and all these sites that have that, if you listen to an album you put on and then it starts to play another record and they have like, it sounds like this kind of deal. Let me tell you, you discover so much shit that way. If you see something that sounds like this, click on it, check it out, because you'll be surprised.
Yeah, I usually do.
It's wow, you find so much new shit. So 2 days ago, it's not even that long. We're listening to Mike puts on the guy Hoeness. Is that his name?
Hoeness from Man.
Okay, Hoeness from Man.
Hoeness.
Yeah.
From the band Man.
And the band's pretty good. That's the same guy that's in the Philly band.
Well, he grew up in Philly.
Mr. Heavenly. And Mr. Heavenly's cool. And they're kind of like, I don't know what you want to call them, pop something, but they're pretty cool. They're I actually dig them. So the Hoeness is pretty good. But after that went off, this acoustic-y kind of thing came on, kind of folky. And I'm like, what the hell's this? Wow, it's pretty good. It's dark. The lyrics are real dark. And it was Amigothedevil. And I was like, wow, what is this?
That's just a great name, too.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? So, I don't know. We listened to it a little bit that night. The following night, put it on. And I was like, right on Amazon, ordered the record. I'm like, immediately. Really? Oh, yeah.
I think he actually bought the last copy, too.
I bought the last copy they have right now. Yeah. I'm waiting for it to come in. Unbelievable. It's wow. That's all I can say is wow. Best thing I heard in a long time.
I'm with you on this.
I did check it out after you told me. I listened to it a couple songs yesterday and then the previous morning. And
what did you think?
Kind of like folky.
Yeah.
Storytelling.
Like very dark.
Yeah.
The lyrics are great. They're twisted, really twisted. It's like listening to a movie almost. And his voice is powerful, but it's also kind of like tongue-in-cheek stuff. And it's really tongue-in-cheek. It's dark. It's got some dark humor to it. I even watched a couple clips on YouTube, and it's unbelievable. It's like Johnny Cash on steroids, if that makes any sense. I love it, man. And the album that's out right now is called Born Against. It's unbelievable. I just started listening to some of his older stuff, but this one, top to bottom, this one's great. It came out last year. Standout tracks, Quiet as a Rat and Another Man's Grave. But if you could listen to the lyrics or put up the lyrics as you listen to it, and you'll enjoy it even more. But that's my main pick for 2021, definitely. Damo, what you got?
The next one I got is probably the one I listened to the most. Was the debut solo record from Todd LaTour, who's a singer from he's the second singer, the replacement singer in Queensryche.
Nice.
And when he first joined the band, I saw Queensryche like right before Jeff Tate left a few times, and they're sort of like, I wasn't really into them, like what Jeff Tate was doing, a little too artsy. Really got away from, how the band started and what I thought the band was about and everything. So when they got, there was a lot of issues with him and the members, and eventually he left or he got fired or whatever. But they got this guy, Todd LaTour, a younger guy who sounds, he's similar to Jeff Tate in a way. He's got his own style too. But when he joined the band, I saw Queensryche quite a few times, and it was just like they did the songs that all the fans have been wishing to hear for years.
Right.
They put out a record. They put out like 3 or 4 records with him.
Yeah.
It's more like the older Queensryche that everybody's been wanting to hear. So he put out a solo record last year, and when the first single came out, I was like, whoa, this is like blew me away. It was like the perfect combination of like melodic singing, the way he sings, and then like real heavy, kind of like almost thrashy kind of stuff. And the whole album is sort of like that. It's really good. I mean, it's really easy to get into. Kind of reminds me of like Rob Halford's solo stuff.
Okay, nice.
If you ever listen to that, like, which is like more of a heavier, way heavier Priest, but you still got the real melodic singing. I'd recommend that this album.
Now he's
sort of like kind of came out of nowhere.
He's also really a drummer. Also,
yeah, he played all the drums on his record. He played all the
Nice.
drums and did all the vocals, and I guess his songwriting partner did all the guitar and bass work. So it's
And-
basically just like a 2-man job.
do you remember what band he drummed in? He drummed in a kind of known band too at one point, like an older.
I know he
band.
was in Crimson Glory for
Crimson
a
Glory.
while.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
he sang and
He
yeah,
sang
he
with
sang
Crimson
in
Glory?
that band. Yeah, I think the
That-
band before that he played drums, which wasn't. I don't think it was a.
Like a huge
Uh,
band.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you
it was-
what, man. I love that Transcendence album that you mentioned, Crimson
Oh,
Glory.
Crimson Glory. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a great album.
What was their lead
Yeah.
singer who passed away? What was his name? Midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah. I haven't heard Crimson Glory in a long time.
Yeah.
I might
Yeah,
have to see
same
if I
here.
can find that on vinyl.
Yeah, it'd probably be pricey.
Maybe.
Yeah, Todd LaTour. I mean, I know he played drums, I think, on the last Queensryche record too.
He
I
did.
think he
Yeah.
did play drums. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't heard it yet, but I will check it out. Mike D, what you got on your list?
Well, this isn't so much as something that's new, but I'm going to say it's new to vinyl. I'll put it that way. And it's sort of new. And there's this band, they're called Dogfashiondisco.
Like him.
And they must have changed labels. So they redid their albums again from like years ago. And I bought the album Committed to a Bright Future. And I thought it was, the album I bought back when it was originally released in 2003, except for the cover was different. And I knew right away when I listened to it, something was a little off. And I'm like, this doesn't sound like the download I have.
Right.
But the more I listened to it, I'm like, wow, they really did such a great job of redoing this album. I'm like, I'm not even upset about it. I'm like, the vinyl sounds great. The mix is beautiful. Good pressing. Man, if you get a chance, pick it up.
Yeah.
You won't
They
be
re-recorded
disappointed.
everything, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
You recorded everything. Yeah.
Mhm.
I got a chance to listen to it. I also like that band. I got a chance to listen to it, and the vocals sound so much better. You figure, he's a better singer now. The production's better. The earlier stuff
He's
sounds
like
more
a
like
cross-
demo-y kind of.
His voice, I would say, is a cross between like Mike Patton and Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, it's interesting. And that's another band. They're kind of like, they got that tongue-in-cheek humor mixed in with some of their stuff too.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite fans. I really like them.
But they're good. Do you ever hear them, Damo?
I've heard the band name for a long time. I've never
You might
heard
like
them
it.
though.
Yeah, you might. It's a
Yeah.
good mixture of stuff. Like he
Mhm.
said, like
Yeah.
Committed,
Faith No More-ish.
probably, I would say Committed to a Bright Future is probably a good spot to start, or either
Mhm.
Anarchist of good taste. But
Yeah.
they're on the dark side of rock.
Or even, what was the
Yeah.
one with was it Adultery? Or was that a song?
Oh man,
That's another
no, Adultery was the album. Oh, that was a
Adultery.
great one
It's
too.
like a concept record. It's great.
And we even listened to it the other day, which was kind of new to us, was that Trey Pendejos.
Oh, it's an acoustic record they did.
Oof.
Really
yes.
good. It's a bunch of covers when they do like a Bee Gees cover on there, but they do some of their own stuff, and that's unbelievable. And there I go. It's so weird. Yeah, and that's unbelievable, man. Okay, so I guess we're going to me, huh? I'm gonna go with the Mammoth WVH. Really solid record, man. Pretty impressive, especially that the record's all him. And Wolfie could sing his ass off. He plays his ass off. He can also sing.
What did you say? What's this band?
Mammoth WVH, Wolfie Van Halen.
Okay. Threw me off guard for a second on that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
And it's not like it's one of those things where, like, and he'll say it himself, if you're looking for Van Halen, it's not Van Halen.
Oh, it's not like that at all.
It's his own thing.
I'm glad, you know?
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, it should be. As it should be. Which people give him a lot of shit because they kind of expect him to kind of pick up where his dad left off, but they're two different people. I mean, get a break.
He's his own thing. Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous to me that people. I see him on Twitter and he breaks balls back, but it's just like, people are ruthless, man. Like they're just the kid's great. Yeah. The kid's got more.
I don't
talent,
even know why he gets into it with people.
Yeah.
Well, it's that the whole younger generation does that. It's like
Yeah, but if you listen to the record, standout tracks, a song called Epiphany, man, it sounds like Extreme. If you dig Extreme, it sounds like Extreme. Like, it's pretty freaking cool. Don't Back Down, which also is a great video. If you ever see the video where it's all him he's playing all the parts, it's a great one.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a great video. And the song Distance, great song. Damo, what you got?
Yeah, for my third pick, I got The Pretty Reckless, Death by Rock and Roll.
On my list, great record.
I think it's top to bottom, man. I think it's really solid. I love her voice, man, and I'm not really a big fan of female singers, just because I think that they're always in the high register all the time. It seems like a lot of female singers over sing and everything, and she's like the total opposite, man. Her voice is kind of low, almost like almost like that kind of like Jim Morrison kind of croonerish kind of voice, like real low, but then she does spike at times, to emphasize certain things.
She's got scratch.
I think
she's got the scratch.
But the album is really, really good. The title track is great. Only Love Can Save Me Now, which sounds like could be a Soundgarden song, and Kim Thayil and Matt Cameron both on that.
Yeah, they're both on it.
And 25 is really good,
and that's got which really, one's got really Morello good on it, and So It Went has Tom Morello on it. Also, great record.
Yeah, but great great album. I saw them I saw them on their first tour open up for Guns N' Roses.
Wow.
Before Slash and them came back, and then I saw them on their second tour, their first headlining tour at the TLA, and wasn't really a huge fan back then. I kind of liked them. Every time I saw them, there was like a reason, like they weren't like the reason I went to go see them. They just happened to be there, but they've really started coming into their own, and it'd be cool to see them go out and start doing stuff, like bigger shows on their own. But I know they're doing a tour with Shinedown this spring, kind of like a
co-headline,
opening up for them. But it'll be cool to see them headline bigger venues, which I think I'm pretty sure they're going to be on their way to doing that.
In a world right now, don't have that many rock stars. She is a rock star. I say it all the time.
Oh yeah. She's all into it.
A rock star. She's got the look. She's got the sound. She's got the movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's got the look.
Yeah.
Roxette.
Little Roxette there. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's that band is good, man. They're solid. Every record. Last 2 records, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Last 3 records, really. Yeah. Her voice is just fucking awesome. Mike D, what you got?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Nothing really too much came out that caught my interest this year, but I'm going to say this is probably going to be my final pick, and it's something that I actually plan on buying before I even listen to it again. And I don't even know if I'm saying this band's name right, Gojira.
Oh yeah.
Gojira.
Gojira.
Yeah, dude, they're good. Yeah.
That Fortitude album, man. When I heard that, man, I should have just went out and bought it the next day, but that is on my list as a purchase, very soon.
It's only like $18 on Amazon. I haven't gotten it yet either, but I need to get it.
I listened to a little bit of it when it came out, and I didn't listen. I'm listening maybe to a couple tracks, and I've been meaning to listen to the whole album because what I heard I really liked, and everybody is like,
it's
saying
good.
that they're on their way to kind of like be like the next Metallica, to be like that real heavy band. It's going to be commercial enough to kind of ride that, that border, like how Metallica did for a while. Yeah. Before they crossed over into the mainstream.
I mean, the only thing
is sort of like the next.
Is the name a little rough to say? That was the only thing I could think of. But I guess once you get used to it.
Well, when you first looked at Metallica, like, what did you think it was? It's like
Metallica.
I said it many times. Metallica.
Metallica.
So yeah, I guess years ago I thought it was
Metallica. It just rolls off.
Yeah.
Metallica.
Yeah.
Well, they are French bands, so I don't know if I think what was there's a copyright I think I heard about their original name. Was it Godzilla? I think
that would have been awesome.
Oh yeah. Go. If you ever seen,
I'm almost
Japanese,
sure.
They say Gojira.
Right. So that's where they got it from. So. I didn't even notice that. That's where. Okay.
Gojira.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's on my list to pick up. For some reason, I didn't get it yet, but that's on my list. That's definitely on my list. I'm going to go with an older band here. Iron Maiden, Sanjitsu. It's one of those things. Yeah, it's really a good record. It's a solid record. It's worth picking up. It does sound like Maiden. It sounds like the second wave of Maiden when Dickinson came back. It's just hard to judge Iron Maiden because the first 6-7 records are unbelievable. So it's not fair, The Writing on the Wall is a great song. Strategio,
video was cool too.
That's a good song. That was a good song. The album is really, really, really good. The only thing is it's epic. Everything they do now is epic. They're long songs.
It's how they are, man. It's they're not trying to make anybody happy except themselves, and it's just how they write epic songs now, 6 minutes plus.
Yeah. So if you're a Maiden fan, it's still good. It's still Maiden. I'm happy they're still putting stuff out. I'll still pick it up. Is it the first 6 or 7 records? No, but what is, But it's worth picking up. It's worth picking up. I'm gonna ramble off a few of honorable mentions. So I'm not gonna really break down and get into it, but stuff that I thought was decent enough or pretty good. Rob Zombie. It's the zombie record you want to hear. The Lunar, if I can even say this right, it's so long. The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid and Eclipse Conspiracy. Great record. It's the album you want from Rob Zombie. It's old school Rob Zombie. Also on that list is Jerry Cantrell Brighton. It's good. It's really good. It's solid. It's consistent.
Yeah, I've listened to that a few times last week. It's really good. I mean, it's some stuff sounds like it could be Alice in Chains.
Yeah,
there's some stuff that's kind of like countryish. It's got some things have a country vibe to it. It's really good.
Yep. And the last one I got on my honorable mention list, another band that's consistent. It sounds like them every time, and it's always good. Is Black Label Society came out with Doom's Crew Incorporated, and it's solid. It's just really good. It's one of those things. Black Label, except for a couple songs here and there. I can't tell you that's a great Black Label song. That's the one you got to hear. That's the hit. I can never tell you that because the whole album is good, but there's nothing that says hit single. But the whole album is great. It's definitely worth getting.
Well, what you're getting.
Yeah, absolutely. But okay, so moving on.
It's like Pepsi or Coke.
Yeah,
you know what you're going to get.
You know what you're going to get exactly. So moving on, let's go to some TVs and movies, and I don't know, we'll mix up with the series, and because it's all mixed in now. So, Damo, what do you got on your list for viewing pleasure?
I watch a lot of series. I was trying to think of what movies I saw a ton of movies this year, but I couldn't remember exactly what I saw and if it came out this year. Like a lot of stuff I saw that came out maybe last year or the year before, but stuff that came out this year was kind of tough. But the first one I really liked was Squid Game. I thought that was great.
Yeah,
really enjoyed that. I love the whole concept of it, and I think they're doing a season 2.
Oh yeah.
Which really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Just everything about it, man. The whole the whole story and everything really reminded me of something like that I would have liked when I was a kid too. Like if that came out, it kind of reminded me like almost like a throwback, like
an updated
sort
running
of like the
man.
running game.
Yeah, running game. Yeah,
Running Man. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Running Man. It gets in a way.
Yeah. What was the other
like
one?
That,
What was the other one? Steve Austin in it, where they're on the island and they're kind of betting them online, and they're on the island. There was 2 parts of that, but the first one was I forget what it was, but it was I don't know what the hell it's called, but it was the one where Steve Austin and a bunch of other people on the island, and they had to kind of fight with each other, and whoever survived, they were like betting online kind of deal. They were like,
sounds familiar.
Yeah, you've definitely seen it before. It was really good.
Yeah.
I just don't remember the name off the top of my head. Mike,
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, you had to see it, I think.
Well, no, man. You know what? I don't like watching new shit anymore. I just hate it. I really do. And I don't know if it's the acting or just like, it just seems, there's no surprises anymore. It's like, you know what's going to happen as soon as you watch the first episode or the first 10 minutes of a movie. So I fucking hate superhero movies. I never want to see another superhero movie again.
You know what? That new Spider-Man movie is supposed to be good.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I want to see it next week.
Yeah,
he could shoot webs out his asshole, and I don't care. So Damien took my only thing that I had on my list that I liked, which was Squid Games, you bastard.
We all like that one.
But
sorry.
That was like one of the only things that actually, like, and I'm going to say all time, like, that put me on the edge of my seat. Like, nothing else did, ever.
Yeah, that was a good one,
so,
man.
We can move on to Albert.
Yeah, me and Dame will shoot back and forth with some of these things. The Unforgivable. I mentioned it last time we were on with Sandra Bullock. Great movie. If you get a chance, go check that out.
Didn't finish it yet.
Yeah, it was really good. Dame, what else you got on your list?
Mareofeasttown.
I haven't seen that. I heard it was good though. Is that a Philly-based
good?
show?
Yeah, Delaware County, Delco, and very, very, very Delco Philly centric. The accents, they get the accents right. They're a little overboard at times, I think, with the accents, but usually when you see like a Philly area movie or TV show, they always go with the New York accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starting with Rocky and everything else. They always go with the New York accent, and it's close. There's some similarities there, but Mareofeasttown kind of nailed it. But like I said, they kind of exaggerated a little bit. But it's it was thriller mystery. If you're into that like murder mystery kind of thriller, I love that stuff. That's my favorite genre. Like usually when you think you got somebody pegged, it's something else.
Mm-hmm.
It was just really, really, I thought it was really well done.
Is there more than one season, or?
That was only the first and only season. It was a mini series. I don't think there's going to be any more.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I got to check it out. For me, Clickbait, another Netflix series. Really good. Dame, did you see that one?
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same genre.
Yep. Plays around with the internet kind of thing. Yeah. What do you call the catfishing kind of deal? Yeah. That had a lot of good twists in it. As soon as you think one way, it could go another. So, yeah, and that was short, like 7-8 episodes. It was an easy watch. Mm-hmm. It was like you could blow through that in a weekend with no problem. That was an easy watch. Anything else you got on your list, Tamo?
One I saw a couple of weeks ago, which I was telling you about right after I saw it, was True Story with Kevin Hart and Wesley Snipes. Man, that was really good. Same genre, same deal. Really, really good, man. It kept you on the edge of the seat. The first 2-3 episodes, 4 episodes were like, an hour long or so. And then after that, they were shorter, like 35-40 minutes. But yeah, man, really kept you engaged every episode. Really, really well done. I thought the acting was really good. Very suspenseful.
Yeah, I want to agree with Dame. That was the other pick I had. True Story, great, really good. Will there be a season 2? I don't think so, but you never know.
Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff is one and done now.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know what else they could do with it. Wesley Snipes was great in it. Boy, he played that part to a T. It was really, really good. And Kevin Hart was great in it. You know, it's kind of like based on a comedian, kind of like a comedian's life. Like, so, but he's not playing himself. You know, so it's the first thing everybody goes, "Oh, Kevin Hart's playing himself." I'm like, no, it's not. It's not a funny. It's not like a, you know, it's about a comedian, but it's not a funny story. You know,
right?
What's up, Mike?
I saw a preview. Now you're saying like you're not playing yourself, but there was that one with Nicolas Cage. Did anybody see that preview?
No.
Is that Pig?
What's that?
Is that a movie called Pig with Nicolas Cage?
I thought it had his name in the title of it, but he's playing, I guess, like a parody of himself or something like that. It looks bizarre. It looks crazy looking. I might have to check it out.
Well, when I was researching movies, best movies of the year, this one movie kept on coming up called Pig with Nicolas Cage, and it was a movie, and it's about this reclusive hunter who's kind of like living away from society, and right there, it's already got me pulled in. But somebody like kidnapped or murdered his pet pig, and now he's like on a manhunt for them or something like that.
Crazy.
And everybody had like, oh, this is like one of the best movies of the year. So I'm going to try to watch that this week. But that's what Nicolas Cage, and it's on Hulu.
I think this one's called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. And I think he plays himself, sort of.
Okay.
I guess like, you know, like being John Malkovich type of role where Malkovich played himself, but he really wasn't.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll look for that.
Now looking at the list.
I think it's that one.
It's fairly new. It just came out.
But I saw a preview of it, and it looks pretty bizarre.
Okay.
Now, as far as, since we're wrapping up 2021, 2022, is there anything coming out that everybody's waiting for? I mean, I'm not sure really what the list is here there's another Spider-Man that I think they're going to put out. That's going to be the Spider-Verse kind of.
Of course there is. There's probably 3 or 4 different,
that probably
remakes
for a couple of years.
Same universe removed from each other twice. Who the fuck cares?
The new Scream movie's coming out.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, the Mandalorian. I'm surprised it didn't come out this year, right? It was like it didn't happen
Boba
this
Fett,
year, right?
The Book of Boba Fett.
No, that's going to be
Boba
different.
Fett
That's going to be different than the Mandalorian, right? That's just going to be Boba Fett.
Yeah,
right?
but it's in the same universe at the same time, you know, because they're tied in. It's
Dude, all that universe shit, it's cool and confusing at the same time. Like, I get what Mike's saying. He's like, "What Spider-Man is it?" It's like it is confusing.
I know. Yeah. Well, and actually, I had a movie on the list, which was a superhero movie, the Justice League, the director's cut that came out earlier this year. And what I wanted to say is that earlier this year, I went through this whole thing of because I haven't followed any of those movies. So I wanted to watch the DC movies because there was way less of them and it seemed way less confusing.
Right.
And they were done way better, I thought. There's no like, oh, this universe and that they're all tied in. It's very easy. There's not like there's not like all these TV shows and a zillion movies, you know, and so I just watched them all. I saw all the Wonder Womans, all the Justice League, the Aquaman, the Batmans, the Supermans, and they're easy to follow. But these Marvel ones, there's like 30 something of them shows. It's like it's a whole different universes and everything with the spider.
Yeah, it's
like,
confusing. They're good movies, but it's just confusing. It's like I don't know if it was like 2 years ago that TV series on Hulu about Misery, Castle Rock. That came out. The storyline was great. It talked about the main girl that was in that Misery, and But then it went into this alternate universe, and then I was like, wow, I got lost. I was like, okay, I'm done. It started out great, and then it went somewhere else, and they start doing that different time things and but same time at different time somewhere else, and it just they're making it too confusing.
Yeah, it's too much for my brain.
They really are. So mixtapes and tasty cakes 2021 is over. Happy New Year 2022. We'll see what happens.
Happy New Year.
Mike will not watch any movies.
Nope.